Hello guys, welcome to the second part of this particular thing, and now we would be using the hunter how engine to analyze that what potentially we can find other things, and after doing this thing we would be moving on to another things. And just give me a second to verify if the recording is running. Yeah, it's running nice and good. Over here we can see that what exactly is in there. We can see there as what IPs are running. We have different filters, so it becomes very easy for us. For example, if you want to see results for this particular thing, we select PHP, so it has a transcode server which it says it's moved permanently, gets straight up to our my head that yeah, okay, it's moved if it's a transcode server. Then if I wanted to see something like what's running on OpenSSL, we can see that. Let's find something in GINX default page. It's for this particular website and this particular IP. And that too on port 80. And this is the particular website which it reflects. So it straight away asks for a username and the password. For general access, it says you can type in public. But one thing that didn't got up my head is that why is this IP not working? If it's the same thing, this IP should work. What we can do is we can try pinging this IP. Ping. It's not even receiving the pings. Might be it would be disabled from the backend. Maybe. Can't say much. After that, we can see on what CentOS is running. Transcode it's running. Bootstrap. It's SSO. What is in here? Antrium Bali Pro.dev. If this IP is running, let me see. Okay, it doesn't allow this particular thing. Okay, it redirects to SSO. This is Prestige Valley Pro. It also redirects to that thing. Then there is Butter Royale. Let me see this how it reacts. BMC BallyPro.dev. Some of the IPs don't run over here. So let's not continue it for now. I want to show you another things. All right. So let's start one by one from here. Invest valleyprof.dev. What I generally do is I use my automation to find stuff, and it works really good. You can put them in nuclei because on static websites there is relatively less things to catch as well as do the analysis. Next thing, let's open this. Okay, this is a public facing thing and we can do a lot of things over here. I guess we have a register functionality, so we would start our analysis from this particular website, which is canal and things. By the time it would do it work, and till then let's do the manual analysis as much as we can. I clicked enter. I wanted to do the directory busting. "403" is for forbidden. I'm waiting for 200 responses, if any. Over here, I don't think we might be able to find something of value. So we started getting 302s. It says if I click found a directory over here which is account, so it's showing a 302. Then there is announcement, agenda, but 302s are fake, I guess. They are not really leading on to something. Okay, there is an index.php file as well. Logs, internal login, so it would redirect. I know. For internal, it's redirecting to authenticate to SS. So for these similar status codes would show similar things. That's pretty obvious. Over here, there is a privacy policy. Index.php healthcare. It says okay. Health. It says okay. Nothing specifically. We didn't find anything. Let's test this now. So let's start with this thing of registration. Public register. Let me translate this. Always translate this site. So it's asking me for my full name. I would enter HTML email injection payload. It's asking for my NIK. I would enter this. It's asked for a password. Create account. Public post register. A response to this request. It's taking some time to analyze things. By the time what our automation is finding, nothing. It stopped responding, I guess, due to the high traffic on this thing, which we were generating using our automation. It says 302 found. It has a particular JWT token over here, the session token. Let me see this particular thing. by decoding it. jwt.io. It has nothing. Account, please check your email to verify. Let me try getting into the account without the mail. Let's try that. The captcha over here, the stairs, intercept on, the username and the password. It says 500 internal server error. It says you don't have the verification as far as I understand. My intonation is not good, so I can't predict much things, but it didn't help. So let's try logging in using Google. I click on login over here, authenticate Google. I click on this Sedana Arman. It authenticates. It has a state token, auth user, public home with the JWT token over here. Now it would load, I guess. Hmm. So first thing we should check is go to session storage, local storage. It doesn't has a JWT token. Next thing, this is a session token. It has HTTP and secure to true. That's good. Next thing, go to the profile section. Email verified, NIK, it's good. Then what else we have in here is change password. I guess this is a change password thing. So if my profile is verified now, let me generate a forgot password link. I need to see something. Hmm. It says 404 not found. Fine. X forwarded host bing.com. It worked somehow. Let me see if I get a mail or not, because the previous time I didn't got a mail. This time also I didn't got a mail. Let's leave this. Let me sign in Google again. So let me test this thing. What if I want to change my name to this 7 multiplied by 7 and click on save profile? How it takes this name, email, phone number, address. Okay. Response to this request. It shows an error, but data you entered is incomplete. Okay, it's not allowed character over here. What if internally I want to change the mail? Like I want to change the mail to this. It says asking for a number 123469. Over here I want to enter like this. I click on save profile. I change the mail. It says 200. Okay. Mail change to this. Please check your email to confirm your email again. Okay. Let me see if I got a mail. Most probably I might not have gotten a mail because this mailing system is not working of this website. Submission of letters. Let me create a submission. Oops, something went wrong. This website is very glitchy to be very honest. Send email confirmation again. Response to this request. It says send the mail after 10 minutes. I पहली नहीं आई. What would be after 10 minutes? In the name it says welcome 1 2 3 for this. What if I enter like this 7 multiplied by 7 and click on save? Okay, didn't allow me to enter these things. There's not much to be tested in this particular website, I guess, because it's very laggy. It doesn't has much functionalities. Let's see what's in here. Coming soon. Okay, it's a coming soon website. What's this? If I click on enter, does it has a registration portal? Register, sign up. No, nothing it has. We are now for now we are focusing on things which has a I like what we say a registration functionality. Okay, it's on again on SS. So let's open this. The Prestige Valley Pro .dev. It also says to log in it would redirect to. Okay, it has a sign up functionality. Let's test on this particular thing. This website was very bad, to be honest. By the time it's testing, or we can wait for its results to pop up because these websites are not perfectly implemented, so it lags a lot when we are testing them. I don't want to crash the websites, to be honest. It found a package.json file which is of informative severity. Let's see what's there in package.json file. It might have what exactly things they have used. It shows what things they have used over here. If I write over here admin dot lte cv over here it's 3.0.2. So if I write over here 3.0.2, if I write this, does it makes a difference? So it says less than 3.3.1.0. There is a XSS via iframe sidebar search classes which do not sanitize input. Further, admin LT is a responsive open source dashboard, which this is saying cross-site scripting in calendar.html. So there is a particular, if I write over XSS, I need to see that XSS details to be honest, that what exactly the payloads they are using. Hmm. Via iframe and sidebar search classes. Got it. There is nothing in this particular thing. So we would go over here and try to do the directory busting. Intruder. Let's wait for results to pop up and then you would see what we have found. In the app thing, it might be redirecting to login. On register, I know about register functionality. Reports.txt, nothing is disallowed. Login, register. There's a web.config file. This looks promising. Web.config. What it contains, let me see. Nothing sensitive in this. Apart from this, nothing is important. So go over to login, translate. So it's asking for full name. I guess it would be a backend verified system, according to me. I enter next. In the next step, I guess it would ask for a mail and everything. Sedan or I entered a single character password because that's a part of no password policy. If it doesn't really mark it out, No, but it says you should have a 8 character password. Hmm. Click on this response to this request. It says 200. Okay, let me take this request over here. Then there is another request which is saying register. It says 302 found and login. So it says please confirm the mail. Okay, totally got it. Let me see if I have gotten a mail, because these mailing systems are not okay. For this we got a mail for sure. So I need to find that mail which we hosted at last. This thing for email triggering. That's why I want. Let's see what are the contents in there for this particular mail. So it says, dear sir, madam, is registered as one of the Bali province permits. Fine, got that. So one thing I need to see is if I click on it again, does it sends me one more mail? Do I get a mail or not? No, I don't get a mail again. That means there is backend restrictions on sending the mail. Okay, let's see what it's asking for the mail confirmation. So it has simply has a ID for mail confirmation. A response to this request 302 found. Fine. So it simply has an ID for email confirmation. Now let's check the reset password functionality. The captcha over here. I click on send mail. I take this request to repeater, but I trying to change the host over here. Most probably it should give me a 404 as I expected. I'm so smart, guys, so smart. I know damn everything it would what it would give me. Just joking, guys. Over here I would write X for worded host bank.com. It again gives me a 404. I send it like this. It says 302 found. We got a mail for the forgot password. If I click on send again, do I get one more mail? Let me try changing the captcha request. I'm not getting more mail, so there is clearly some very strong backend security for these things. Let me see this request, what it contains. Let me enter a single character password. Okay, it's asking for 8 characters. Can we reuse this link? Let me see. According to the security I've seen now, it might not be possible. It's really good website. It has a lot of security. enter. I have the ID and password filled over here. It's like the JWT, which is responsible for authentication, I guess, but it has the encoded values. Get app things. Okay, so over here, let me first convert this thing because I can't understand this language. So we have the profile thing over here. See application. We can submit the application. We have the identity number, applicant's cell phone number. We have the credentials over here. One thing I want to see is I enter anything over here and I click on biodata update. It says please enter a number. I enter this. It has a token. It says HP post profile update biodata. Fine. Response to this request 302 found. In the credentials, it's asking for, I guess, current password. Then it says tell us the new password. I click on update credentials. Old password confirmation. Okay, so it gets logged out when we change the password. That's good. Let me check for another bugs over there. It has true again. The website is really good. I click on submit new application. Tourist permissions list. File manager. Okay, we have a file manager over here. That means we have high chances to upload anything over here. First, let me try with basic things. I am uploading XSS SVG file. It says it's an invalid file. Upload file. I don't know why it says it's an invalid file. File type invalid. Okay. Let me upload a file over here which might not be invalid for this. It has pretty good security, to be honest. It didn't got executed. That's not good that it didn't got executed. What if I try with the PHP file? I don't think it would allow a PHP reverse shell to get dropped. I really don't think that. See, you can't upload this file type. As I said, let's try a PDF file. It should not have a problem in uploading. Rest I don't know. Boom, we got a stored XSS. How we got a stored XSS is, if I might open it anywhere, it would pop an XSS. Damn, I'm so good, man, so good. Don't take my word seriously, guys. मैं जान के मजे लेता हूँ. I'm not at all like boasting about anything. You should be humble. A person who is humble is always good. So you can tell the impact over here. That what's the impact? Recommended features over here. Description. Go to this particular website. It's file manager, na? Then upload a XSS PDF file and load it on the you can take a screenshot of this particular thing and upload it to prove the impact to the company. Report it. Now we would look out for another bugs that what could be uh, achieved from this functionality as well. Can we upload a HTML file? I need to see that. Once again, what if I try to upload a lotapixel file? Does it bring down this website or not? It should not bring this website down, but in most cases it brings that thing down. One thing I have doubt in my mind, that everything is fine, I understand that. What if we need to delete these files? How we can delete these files from here? There is no option to do that. Let me add a folder name over here. What if instead of the folder name I enter this payload? How it treats it? Add folder name base. Yes, 200. Okay. Okay, it creates a folder. Now here's a particular directory from where we have a particular path. Right. What if I write over here HC password? Get, it says 500 internal server error. Post, I need to see that if I have a LFI from a path reference. As we see that we have a path reference over here. So bugs in upload functionality. I know a lot of bugs, but I want to see what exactly we could achieve from here. Receive a file upload. PHP files they are not allowing. SSRF file upload. This we can do that. Try uploading a file name as a link. Let me get this thing right. SSRF via iframe in HTML. I don't think it would allow me a HTML file to upload. Let's see. We can't jump straight to assumptions. You can't upload this file. XXC SVGs are not allowed. CSRF on file upload, I don't think. Large file does. This is good. Where we have the file name vulnerability. We are trying to like, I'm trying to upload this thing, and instead of the file name, I give a command of sleep to check if we can achieve command injection or not. It's not taking any special characters. What else we can do is CSV injections. No. One bug which might be helpful in this case is exif geolocation bug. Let's see, open that. I download this thing. I go to Gimple, drag and drop this picture. If location is still embedded in this, it would be a bug. Yes, location is still in there, so it's a exif geolocation bug. Let me see the exclusions. It's a valid bug. So risk status is medium. The path over here is, let me give the path of this particular thing. Now exif geolocation manual. This is the vulnerability, this is the description. I should write the steps. We should mention the website name over here, that what exactly is the website name. Another thing, remediation. So we submitted it as well. We might get third mail from, okay, sorry, I didn't fill this particular thing. Now what I did bad, I entered everything. Okay, I guess it didn't allow this particular character. Hmm. What other thing we can check over in this thing is, it says enter a file of maximum 10 GB, right? It's saying that enter a file of maximum 10 GB. What if I give it a file of big length? For example, I am entering this. It's of 12 MB. It should not take that. See, it says it's too big. One other bug which we can test in this particular scenario is, CSRF on picture upload. I want to see that. I click this thing, submit request. I click on next, but it's not working. It didn't got uploaded. So yeah, it isn't working. Let me see how they delete these things. Because if there's a functionality to upload, there should be a functionality to delete as well. I change it to delete. It says 500 internal server error. Okay, I guess that's all for this particular website too, because we are not able to find out something potentially good. Over here, if you feel like, we can check for SQL injections. Like I entered 12 over here, I would put a semicolon. I can't read this particular thing, so I should send it to, let me try this endpoint. This looks interesting to me. Because this endpoint showed me something which should not be ideally displayed. So if we take that into account, we should give at least a try. WAF would be there for sure. It's showing a permanent redirect. It won't run. Let's see what other requests we can get out of this particular thing. One more thing you do is, that's not a very proper approach of doing things, but sometimes I do this and it works for me, that fetch the wayback URLs for this that particular website. If it fetches something, I click on submit new application. can check over here as well. Because if you try to play with this endpoint, for example, you try to play with the IDs for here, for example, over here, it won't yield any returns. It won't yield any returns. It would show errors because this, I know this might be an ID, but I don't know how it's interacting with the backend specifically. Let's let it do its work and see what else we can find. It has some different IDs. I believe that it won't help me. One more thing you can do is run spider on this so that it fetches endpoints for you. This is a good strategy to get your results sorted. It sorts with the parameters that what exactly things contains in the parameters. For example, this is the particular parameter. We take this to repeater. It has detail ISIN and ID is 42. If I write over ID is equal to 42, it would give me a 500 error. Okay, it says 42, but if I change the ID to 43, it still shows me the data of, so it has nothing to do with the ID. See, over here down it has the ID 42. What if we change this to 43? We can see the data 43. Now I don't know what's the meaning of this. Let me translate it. So we found the idor. Google translator, the things which don't even belong to us, if we can. So it might help as a injection point for SQL. It might help us because I have seen where there is a ID parameter now. It generally acts as a SQL injection endpoint. If it works properly. If the WAF doesn't really play with these things, because it's throwing a 308, that means there is some WAF behind that particular thing. What we can do is, if I put a star after this, does it give throws an error? No, it doesn't throw an error. But if I write 45, it shows me details of 45, 49. I basically want to see that What exactly is this parameter for? Show response in browser. Need to understand this. Doesn't has any sensitive data or for any user, so I don't think it would be sensitive at all. I don't think it would be sensitive. Let's look at spider for another things. As I saw, because it's the general API endpoints, it's not something which is very sensitive. We have the get data parameter over here. We have formula ID, information ID, what it has. Let me see this as well. Sometime it shows me something good. It shows what things, what particular thing. Okay. Now this ID is interesting. If I write our ID 15801, it would throw another 15801 802. It still shows the data of 801. If I clear this particular tokens, it would show an error. It shows me the same data. Hmm, not of any use. Or one thing more you can do is, I forgot to tell you, I don't recommend it really, but as yeah, we are doing this thing, so what you can do is enter over here and click on do an active scan. I am saying again and again, I don't recommend this, but if you want to do that, you can try doing it. So it might find issues for you. And if I click on scan again, it would do all the requests. It would find issues in this particular thing, base64 encoded values over here, and it would find everything. How it works is, once we start scrolling the website, now let's say I opened this, it would look out for another things. I opened this, it would look out for different things. So as I would start exploring, then only it would start working. It would see what requests are moving on. That's how this thing works. So you can do that, and I guess that's all for today. We reported 4 bugs, and let's wait for their analysis to come. And yeah, thank you guys, and take care. See you in the next video. Thank you.